Base sa balitang kumakalat, hindi lang Philippine Navy kundi maging Philippine Air Force ang nagbabalang gagamit ng bomba pag inakyat tayo ng China. Ayon kay Commanding General Lieutenant Pareño, nagbabala siyang gagamitin natin talaga lahat ng missile pag pinilit pa ng Chinang tayo ang trespasser. Isang beses pa daw merong sundalong masaktan. Talagang lilipat daw dyan sa West Philippine Sea ang Philippine Air Force.
When trespassing aggressors are denying us our right to our own territory, threatening our ships and harming our soldiers, we are ready to respond swiftly with courage and firm resolve in defense of our sovereignty in honor of our flag.
Pero sa kwentong inilabas ng general ng AFP, nagbabala siyang sasalubungin daw lahat ng mang-e-invade sa Pinas itong tinabi nilang missile na inihirap sa WPS. Wag lang daw anyang magkakamaling madetect sila ng radar. Siguradong uulan daw ng missile sa WPS.
Let's say nagkaroon ng invasion, no, na-detect po ng ating mga radar systems, kailangan salubungin po natin ng mga defenses natin. We have missile systems, pwede po natin gamitin yung missile systems natin. In fact, masaya po tayo dahil dumating na po yung ating mga missile systems. At marami pa hong darating.
Pero speaking o papaulanan ng balang WPS, pinakita naman kay BBM ng Air Force ang paghahanda nila sa bully. Kung paano naman nila ito papaulanan ng bala, na mangha kung paano nila pinasabog ang bully.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Our enemy aircraft is an S-211. As you can see from your screens, the pilot's view. He is trying to defend the enemy territory. Updates were given to the headquarters and the Philippine Air Force. The ground commander confirmed that the mission was a go. The aircraft of the Philippine Air Force immediately took off and proceeded to the area for the immediate counter-attack.
Whitebird Mike. Roger, Whitebird Mike.
On your front still, the S-211 Bandit keeps on patrolling the enemy captured base.
2 FA-50s will conduct fighter sweep in the area of operations to gain air superiority, provide protection, and engage enemy aircraft.
Fights on!
Roger, November.
The FA-50 is pursuing the enemy aircraft and gaining shots of opportunity, while the wingman is providing cover on its flight leader. They are now engaged in a tight turn.
Roger, Falcon Oscar.
The FA-50 lines up from behind. Target acquired. Fox 2.
Roger, Budo Papa. Lagan, you're clear, son.
The enemy is now bugging out. The sleek and agile fighter jet maneuvers with precision and agility, demonstrating its advanced capabilities in aerial warfare. Now that the threat has been neutralized by the AF-50, another flight will pave the way for our surface attack assets.
On our left are 2 FA-50 aircraft that will conduct the black ride.
Direct hit! And now his wingman will approach the same target. Target lock, coming in hot. That was the FA-50BH successfully hitting the target.
Roger, Eagle, you're clear, son.
Emerging on your left, 2829B Super Tucano will conduct a follow-on airstrike. They will deliver high explosive rockets to destroy the enemy communication. Coming in hot.
Rifle. Come on, target in.
The wingman lines up.
Eagle 2, target destroyed.
The A-29B Super Tucano has precise air-to-ground attack modes combined with multiple weapon configurations to succeed in dynamic scenario. Please direct your attention to the Kennedy Jeepney at your front.
Roger.
It is now firing at our aircrafts. Again, the Kennedy Jeepney firing on the aircraft with an anti-aircraft gun. The Augusta Westland 109 helicopter will strafe the enemy. And direct hit. Target is destroyed.
Falcon, target
The
destroyed.
Augusta will now perform to provide cover for the incoming S-70I Black Hawk helicopter. Arriving is an S-70I Black Hawk helicopter that carry the troops that will perform the fast rope insertion extrication system operations, also known as FRIES.
Ladies and gentlemen, direct your attention above us at 5,000 feet. A C-295 aircraft will drop the package of resupply for our soldiers.
And now the helicopter is establishing a stable hover.
The S-70I is now
X-ray.
over.
Roger, Stinger, X-ray.
The fast rope
Whitebird,
insertion and extrication system operation, you can
Whitebird,
see that
Edward.
they will descend rapidly using the fast rope. Demonstrating speed and control, we can see that the troops are exiting the helicopters individually. This is done with precision and efficiency. As this is ongoing, the attack helicopter is providing aerial cover to deny any enemy reinforcement.
Fast roping is a method of descending from a helicopter without using a harness. It involves jumping from the helicopter into a thick rope, sliding it
What about
down
Stinger,
while
Bigger?
wearing heavy gloves, and then letting go of the rope
Roger,
at the bottom
heel
for
able.
ready action.
Roger, Falcon, bigger.
Now our ground troops Special Operations Team 1 are approaching the enemy encampment. The team will now assault the captured base,
All players this time. Cheetah.
while another team provides security on the rear and on the perimeter. Above us, ladies and gentlemen, at 5,000 feet are two FA-50s providing aerial cover. The assault team will now enter the compound. They are a crucial element in tactical operation, tasked with meticulous and thorough clearing and searching of bodies and the recovery of all armaments. If you will direct your attention to our screens, you can see that they are clearing the room one by one, area by area with precision. Above us at 3,000 feet, we can see the package on its way to our landing zone. Ladies and gentlemen, this parachute will land near the vicinity of the enemy encampment. This is called the GPADS, or the Guided Precision Aerial Delivery System. This is being used to resupply the troops in the battlefield with communication equipment, ammunitions, and other supplies.
The Guided Precision Aerial Delivery System is proposed to be acquired by the Philippine Air Force. This capability will supply our troops with resources, especially in hot or combat zone areas.
And while this is ongoing, the close water battle inside the enemy encampment is still ongoing. This battle emphasizes quick, efficient decision-making for our troops, strategic teamwork, and tactical adaptability to rapidly changing scenarios, making it essential for our special forces and other law enforcement operating in close proximity to potential threats. Our Special Operations Team 1 has successfully cleared the enemy encampment. They will now provide perimeter security. Special Operations Team 2 is on standby, and they will proceed in a short while to secure the package.
The two Special Operations Forces squads consist of combat air controllers, snipers, demolitionists, and assaulters. It involves using specific tactics, techniques, and procedures in order to effectively navigate and engage armed opponents in various inhabited environments, including various sized buildings, confined urban areas, or tight quarters where traditional military battlefield tactics may not be as effective.
Our ground troops are now determining the location of the landing zone. As you can see, 2,000 feet above us, the package is gliding towards its designated LZ. Our troops on the ground on standby.
Once again, the package delivered is called the Guided Precision Aerial Delivery System, or GPADS.
The GPADS, or the Guided Precision Aerial Delivery System, is proposed to be acquired and adapted by the Philippine Air Force. This is a capability that will supply our troops with resources in hot or combat zone areas. The technology refers to precise and accurate delivery of payloads from aircraft to designated targets on the ground. The system is often used to support troops, resupply operations, humanitarian missions, or delivery of precision strikes. It utilizes advanced navigation and guidance system to ensure accurate delivery of payloads to the desired target, and this capability minimizes the risk of missing the target and enhancing the operational effectiveness of our mission.
As you can see, the package is now on its final approach in its landing zone.
All players, all players. This
The
time,
package is
landers,
safely landed.
landers.
The troops will now recover and re-establish communication to the headquarters.
Archer Denver.
Roger, Archer Denver.
Now on our left is the Spider Philippines Air Defense System of the 968th Air and Missile Defense Group, who moves in to add another layer of defense to the area of operations.
The Spider Philippines Air Defense System is a highly mobile defense system that can be deployed via sea vessels or cargo aircraft. The Spider Philippines Air Defense System is a significant enhancement to the air defense capabilities of the AFP, especially when enemy air assets penetrate our national airspace.
The Spider Air Defense System is a mobile, quick reaction, day and night, all-weather, ground-based missile system that quickly detects and destroys short to medium-range aerial targets such as fixed-wing aircraft, helicopters, cruise missiles, unmanned aerial vehicles, precision-guided munitions, and standoff weapons.
It provides highly effective protection for different critical assets and the center of gravity of the country. The SPATS battery is composed of one command and control unit, 3 missile firing units or launchers, and 1 missile supply vehicle and a field service vehicle.
The ground commander now exits the vehicle to deploy orders to the SPATS battery to safeguard our area of operations from any aerial threats. On the rightmost is the missile supply vehicle, equipped with onboard crane used to load canisterized missiles and unload empty canisters from the missile firing unit. The second vehicle is the command and control unit that generates the air situation picture by receiving target data from the radar. It utilizes a 3D phase array radar, implementing an active electronically scanning array with electronic counter-to-counter measures. It searches, acquires, and target tracks in all weather conditions. The next 3 vehicles are called the Missile Firing Unit or the Launcher. It allows interception of airborne threats. It utilizes IDERB missile, which is an advanced type of missile used in modern aerial combat. The last vehicle, located on our leftmost part of the field, is the Field Service Vehicle. It contains the spare parts and tools needed for the battery units.
Once again, that was the Spider Philippines Air Defense System, providing another layer of air defense for our ground forces.
Roger, Nelson.
Roger, Nelson.
Ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed the victory pass of the FA-50PH aircraft, signifying the victory of the Joint Operations Mission.
The ground commander will march forward and render the commander-in-chief the successful retaking of the enemy territory.
Ngayon, ikaw, bilang Pilipino, ano ang masasabi mo at reaksyon sa balitang ito? Mag-iwan ka ng komento sa ibaba at atin pong babasahin isa-isa.